Credit cards, are they a friend or are they an enemy? It's one of the biggest questions in personal finance, and today we are going to get to the bottom of it. So let's find out what the real story is.
First, let me tell you a quick story. Picture this. Ramesh buys a shiny new phone for 30,000 rupees. He swipes his credit card, pays nothing upfront, and walks out feeling like a genius. But then, he makes one tiny mistake. He only pays the minimum amount due on his bill. And just like that, 3 months later, that 30,000 rupee phone has actually cost him 42,000. Whoa, wait a minute. What just happened there? How did a 30,000 rupee phone magically become 12,000 rupees more expensive? Well, the answer is all about the hidden rules of the credit card game. Rules the banks are kind of hoping you never figure out.
Okay, let's get right to the core of this. It all boils down to one simple, absolutely crucial fact. When you use a credit card, you are not spending your own money. Let's dive into what that really means. Let's be crystal clear about this. That piece of plastic in your wallet, it's not an extension of your bank account. It is a loan, a short-term loan. The bank is basically saying, sure, go ahead, buy now, pay me back later, but you have to play by my rules, to the letter. And if you break one of those rules, oh, you're gonna pay. So that was the nightmare scenario. Now let's flip the coin and see how a smart player, let's call him Rahul, handles the exact same situation. He also spends 30,000 rupees in January. He gets his bill on February 5th. And here's the key, the absolute game changer. He pays the full 30,000 before the due date. The result? He paid zero interest. Nothing. Zip. Zilch. Think about it. He got a free loan for over a month, and the bank actually rewarded him for it by boosting his credit score. And this right here is the fork in the road you face every single month. It all comes down to this one choice. Path 1, you pay in full like Rahul. You win. No interest, better score, you're in control. Path 2, you pay the minimum, like Ramesh. And this is where it gets brutal. Interest doesn't just get added at the end of the month. It starts compounding every single day. That means you're paying interest on your interest. And that, my friends, is how the debt trap begins.
So you might be thinking, if smart people like Rahul aren't paying any interest, how on earth are these credit card companies making billions? Well, their entire business model is built on a bet. A bet that sooner or later you're going to slip up. Just look at this. This chart tells you everything you need to know. That huge slice of the pie? 70%. A massive 70% of their money comes directly from the interest paid by people who don't clear their balance. All those other fees and charges, they're just the cherry on top. The real meal, for them, is your interest. And just how high can that interest get? Brace yourself. We're talking up to 48%. Let me say that again. 48% a year. To put that in perspective, your home loan might be around 8%. This rate is just astronomical. And remember, it's being calculated daily. But wait, there's more. On top of that insane interest rate, you've got what I call the fee machine. It's like a domino effect of charges. You miss a payment? Bam, late fee. Oh, did that push you over your credit limit? Bam, another fee. And guess what? You get to pay GST on all of it. The fees, the interest, everything. It's a system designed to turn one small slip-up into a big payday for them. Okay, so we've seen how the game works. We know the rules are tilted in the bank's favor. Now comes the really important question. Is this a game you should even be playing? It's time for a little honest self-assessment. So let's do a quick gut check. Be honest with yourself here. On one side, you have the ideal user, someone with a stable income, rock-solid self-control, maybe a business owner managing cash flow. But on the other side, if any of these descriptions sound like you, you're basically walking into a trap. And if your go-to thought is, I'll just figure out how to pay for it later, then please, for your own sake, stay away. All right, so you've decided you've got the discipline for this. Great. Then you need to live by these 5 golden rules. And I don't mean these are tips or suggestions. These are non-negotiable laws. The king of all rules is number 1. Always pay the full bill, no exceptions. And you have to follow the others too. Keep your usage low, track your due dates like a hawk, and never, ever, ever withdraw cash. Seriously, the fees are instant and enormous. Break even one of these rules, and the tool starts to control you. So let's circle back to where we started. Front or foe? What's the final verdict? Well, the truth is, it's neither. And it's both. At the end of the day, it's a tool. A very, very powerful tool that demands absolute discipline.
Because if that discipline cracks, even for a moment, this is what you're up against. You can get stuck in a horrible debt cycle, using one card to pay off another. Any mistake can damage your credit score for years. And there's this weird psychological trick, right? Tapping a piece of plastic just doesn't feel like spending real money, so it's incredibly easy to overspend without even realizing it.
You know, when it comes right down to it, there's a perfect analogy for this whole thing. A credit card is like fire. Handle it with respect, and it's amazing. It cooks your food, keeps you warm, you get rewards, you build your credit score, all that good stuff. But if you get careless, just for a second, it will absolutely burn your entire financial house to the ground.
And that leads us to the clearest, most direct conclusion possible. The piece of plastic itself, it is not the problem. It isn't good or evil. The single deciding factor, the one thing that makes all the difference in the world, is you. It's your discipline, your habits. The power is entirely in your hands. So, in the end, the question we have to ask isn't really about the card. It's about you. When you handle that fire, are you going to be the chef, totally in control, making something great? Or are you going to be the victim who gets burned? Think about it. The choice is 100% yours.